And yet again, if you're starting from here, then you may want to go back to part 1. And like that, the normal day's classes are over. Students who hurry off to their clubs, students who quickly head home, and students who hang around in the classroom with nothing to do, they're all different sorts. Though, I'm not really any of those three.
すまない。ちょっといいかエミヤ。今朝の続きなんだが、今日は時間あるか。
Sorry, do you have a minute, Emiya? It's to finish up the work from this morning, but do you have time today?
いや、予定はあるといえばあるけど。
Yeah, if you're asking if I have plans, I sorta do. It's not like I'm just playing around. In the first place, the reason that I quit the archery club was because I wanted to prioritize my part-time job. It's been 5 years since Dad passed on, and I started working part-time to pay for living expenses. When you work all kinds of jobs, there are also some social engagements you can't turn down. Today is one of those times. It's an inventory count at a bar, and anyway, the more hands the better, and if you can come, we'd like you to, or something like that. But it's definitely not something I absolutely have to go to. They're probably simply getting everybody together because they want to get rowdy after work. I have two choices. Let's go help out the student council, or let's go to work. It's possible to back... it is. Let's see, doesn't sound like the sort of thing that could harm the paycheck. And like I said, Issei's a bro. You gotta help the bros. Yeah, let's go help out the student council. It's work I started after all. Let's finish up the work from this morning.
予定変更。朝の続きだろ。任せろ。試験が始まる前に備品の修理なんて済ませちまおうぜ。
Change of plans. The leftover work from this morning, right? Leave it to me. Let's finish up the equipment repairs before the exams start.
助かる。それでは美術部の患者を見に行くとするか。
Thank you. Well then, shall we go take a look at the patient in the art room?
はいよ。と、人払いはちゃんとしてくれよ。人目があると集中できない。
Sure. Oh, make sure you do a good job shooing people off. I can't concentrate when there are people around.
無論だ。他の連中に邪魔はさせぬ。
Of course, I won't let anyone get in your way. Spurred on by Issei heading for the hallway, I also quickly leave the classroom. When we leave the school, the sun is already set completely. The school gate is shut. It's 7 o'clock, we're well past the gate closing time, but with Issei's mediation, we pass through without any rebuke.
いや、今日は助かった。必ずこの礼はするから。何かあったら遠慮なく言ってくれ。
No, you were a real help today. I will find a way to thank you for it, so if there's anything I could do, don't hesitate to say something.
そうだな。なんかあったら言うよ。まあ、とりわけ何もないとは思うけど。
Yeah, if there's anything, I'll let you know. Well, I don't think there's anything in particular, though. It's not as though I helped out because I wanted to be thanked, and I don't need anything that Issei would have to go out of his way for.
まったく人が良いのも考えものだな。エミヤがいてくれると助かるが、他の連中にいいように使われるのは我慢ならん。人助けはいいことだが、もう少し相手を選ぶべきではないか。エミヤの場合、来る人拒まずすぎる。
Good grief, even people being good can be something to worry about. It's a relief having you around, Emiya, but the thought of other people taking advantage of you is intolerable. It's a good thing to help people, but shouldn't you choose whom you help a little more carefully? In your case, you don't turn enough people away.
そんなに節操ないか、俺。
Am I that unprincipled?
これでは心ないバカどもがいいように利用しようというものだ。エミヤも忙しい身なのだから、たまには他人の頼みなど断ってもよかろう。
Yes, at this rate you'll be used by thankless fools as they please. You're busy You're busy yourself, Emiya. It would be fine if you turned down a request from other people occasionally. I can't quite tell, but in other words, it seems like Issei is worrying about me. If you ask Emiya to do something, he'll never turn you down. What's more, it really saves you trouble because he doesn't want any kind of reward, is something that people have said about me since middle school. Hey, the way I see it, I didn't let those grown adults at the bar take advantage of me. I chose to help a bro, alright? I guess Issei thinks that that's dangerous. Although I do it because I want to, and if I decide that something is impossible, I turn it down decisively, so I don't think there's a problem.
それは一斉がするような心配じゃない。自分のことは自分が一番わかってるさ。それに人助けは善行だろ。寺の息子が咎めるようなことじゃあるまい。
That's not something you need to worry about, Issei. The one who knows me best is myself. What's more, helping people is a good deed, isn't it? I don't think that's something the son of a temple should be criticizing me for.
しかしな、エミヤのは度が過ぎるというか、このまま行くと潰れるというか。
But you take it too far, Emiya. Or maybe it's better to say at this rate you're going to burn out.
忠告は受け取っとく。それじゃあまた明日、学校でな。
I'll think about it. Well, I'll see you at school tomorrow.
それではまた明日。
Yes, see you tomorrow. I can't see how it would have changed the relationships, but I wonder if that decision did change anything. Nope. Issei leaves, still looking unconvinced. To get to the Ryudo Temple, where Issei lives from here, you need to head up the mountain. Naturally, our routes home are in different directions. I walk the night streets of the town. As I climb the hill looking up at the starry winter sky, I realize that there's no one around. It's about 7:30. At this time there should still be people walking around here and there, but outside I can't see a soul.
そういえば確か。
Come to think of it, wasn't there some kind of incident here in Miyama 2 just yesterday? A murder resulting from a break and enter or something? That's probably the reason there's nobody out walking, and the reason the school gate closed at 6 today.
ガス漏れに強盗か。物騒なことになってきたな。
Gas leaks and break and enters. It's gotten dangerous lately. Like this, it's no wonder people aren't in a rush to go out walking at night. Sending Sakura home by herself has gotten dangerous too. Never mind about Fujine, but Sakura's house is in the neighborhood on the opposite side of town. Starting today, I'll have to start taking her home at night. That might be an interesting look. What? Dude reacted. In the next moment, I can't believe my eyes. On the road that I've just finished saying had no people on it, there's a person. Halfway up the hill, looking down on me coming up, a figure is standing still. That's, Elia, isn't it? I gasp unconsciously. The silver-haired girl smiles sweetly, and without even the sound of footsteps, she descends the hill. And halfway...
早く呼び出さないと死んじゃうよ、お兄ちゃん。
If you don't hurry and summon them, you'll die, Oni-chan. She says something strange. Yeah, strange for multiple reasons. At the top of the hill, I arrive at my house. I can see that the lights are on, so Sakura and Fujine must already be home. When I enter the living room, I'm greeted by the delicious smell of food. At the table, I see Sakura and Fujine in the middle of dinner. The main course tonight seems to be chicken cooked in cream sauce, and Fujine, who loves white sauces, is in a good mood.
おかえりなさい、先輩。お先に失礼していますね。
Welcome home, Senpai. Excuse us for starting without you.
ただいま。遅くなってごめんな。もうちょっと早く帰ってくればよかったんだけど。
I'm back. Sorry for being late. I wish that I'd gotten home a little earlier.
いいです。ちゃんと間に合いましたから。ちょっと待っててくださいね。すぐ用意しますから。
It's fine. You still got here in time. Please just wait a minute. I'll get dinner ready for you right away.
頼む。手を洗ってくるから、人のおかずを食べないように藤根を見張っといてくれ。
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna go wash my hands, so can you make sure Fujine doesn't eat my food?
はい。きちんと見張っています。
Yes, I'll keep a close eye on her. I return to my room. Compared to the shed, there's really nothing here, but since I don't have any hobbies, I think it's decorated enough with just this. Although most of what's in here is just stuff of indeterminate use that Fujine has tossed in. When I wash my hands, finish changing, and return to the living room, my dinner is sitting on the table.
いただきます。
Itadakimasu.
はい。お口に合えばいいんですけど。
Yes, I hope that you like it. Sakura is modest to her bones. This past year, Sakura's cooking skills have been advancing by leaps and bounds. Right now, I can't beat her at all at Western food. If it's Japanese food, I might somehow still be able to win, and neither of us will touch Chinese food. It's a happy thing to see your student improve, but it's also a little lonely to be a master surpassed by your apprentice. Like I thought, this is good. Chicken gets harder the more thoroughly you cook it. As a result, even though it's a pain, if you brown the outside of the chicken before you simmer it, you get a juicier finish without compromising the flavor. It's a delicate thing to get right, a master's technique that the clumsy Fujine couldn't hope to duplicate. Yeah, don't be fooled by my, by the efforts I make to, try to pronounce Japanese words right. You talk about chicken with me, I immediately think fried. Either that or just shake and bake, I think.
どうでしょうか、先輩。その 今日のはうまくいったと思うんですけど。
How is it, Senpai? I think that it came out pretty well today, but
文句なし。ホワイトソースも絶妙だ。もう洋物じゃさくらにはかなわないな。
no complaints. The white sauce is exquisite. I don't have a hope against you at Western food anymore.
さくらちゃんがご飯作ってくれるようになってからお肉関係が美味しくなった。
Yeah, meat has gotten really delicious since Sakura-chan started cooking. On a related note, did you know that the next door neighbor has started selling meth? Oh my goodness. With that, Fujine, who until now had been absorbed in munching on her dinner, raises her head.
あ、ダメよシロ。学生がこんな夜更けに帰ってきちゃいけないんだから。
But this is no good, Shiro. Students shouldn't be coming home this late. Oh boy. I thought that she was in a good mood because of Sakura's dinner, but it seems like her mood soured as soon as she saw my face. Me with every woman. It seems like her mood soured as soon as she saw my face. How many of us does that describe?
もうまた誰かの手伝いをしてたんでしょう。それはそれでいいことだけど、こんな時ぐらいは早く帰ってきなさい。最近物騒だぞってホームルームで言ったじゃない。
You were helping somebody out again, weren't you? That's fine by itself, but at least at a time like this you should come home early. I said that it's been dangerous lately in homeroom, didn't I? Hey, it was either this or the bar.
あれ、シロに倒して言ったんだからね。
I said that for you specifically, Shiro.
あのさ、わざわざホームルームで言わなくても、うちで言えばいいんじゃないの？
And now wait a minute, you don't have to go out of your way to say that in homeroom. You can just tell me that you can just tell me that at home, can't you?
ここで言っても聞かないもの。学校でガツンと言った方がシロには効果的なんだもん。
If I tell you here, you won't listen. It works better on you if I just tell you directly at school.
先生、それは職権乱用というか公私混同だと思います。
Sensei, I think that's called an abuse of authority, or you're mixing home with work.
それぐらいしないとシロはダメなのよ。
Nope, if I don't do that much, it doesn't work on Shiro.
いつも人の手伝いばっかりして損してるからさ。たまにはまっすぐ帰ってきてのんびりしててもいいじゃない、バカチン。
He's always using his own time helping somebody else. Wouldn't it be fine if you just came straight home and just relaxed once in a while, you dummy?
バカチンとはなんだよ、バカチンとは。いいじゃないか。誰かの手伝いをして、それでその人が助かるんなら、損なんかしてないぞ。
Who are you calling a dummy? It's fine, isn't it? If I help somebody out and they're helped by it, I haven't lost anything.
はあ、キリツルさんに似たのかな。シロがそんなんじゃお姉ちゃん心配だよ。
I wonder if you got that from Kiritsugu-san. It's because you're like that your big sis worries about you, Shiro. I'm not sure what exactly it is she's worried about, but Fujine is still energetically munching on her food.
内村先生、今の話からすると先輩って昔からそうなんですか？
Fujimura senpai? Does that mean that senpai has always been like this? Also, I meant to say Fujimura sensei earlier. Ugh.
うん、昔からそうなの。なんか困ってる人がいたら自分から手を出しちゃうタイプ。けどおせっかいってわけじゃなくて、シロはね、単におませさんなのだ。
Yeah, ever since he was small, he's the kind of person who will go over and help by himself if he sees somebody in trouble. It's not that he was meddlesome, Shiro was just... Shiro was just, you know, precocious. With a giggle, Fujine flashes a kind of disturbing smile.
藤ね、余計なこと言ったら怒るぞ。もうさくらもつまんないこと聞くなよな。
Fujine, if you say something you don't need to, I'll get mad. And Sakura too. Don't ask about boring stuff like that. I give both of them a sharp glare. Fujine clicks her tongue disappointedly, and she withdraws, but
藤村先生、お話を続けてください。
Fujimura-sensei, please continue. Sakura is taking this lesson seriously. To her, this is about halfway to baby pics.
じゃあ話しちゃおう。これがね、シロは困った人を放っておけない性格なのよ。弱きを助け強きをくじくってやつ。子供の頃の作文なんてね、僕の夢は正義の味方になることですだったんだから。
Well then, I'll keep going. You see, Shiro's never been the sort of person who could just ignore somebody in trouble. You know, help the weak, stand up to the strong. In a writing assignment when he was a kid, he wrote, "My dream is to become a hero of justice." I can feel the secondhand cringe from him, and to be perfectly honest, bit of a humble brag, but part of me is feeling called out here. Don't bring up old stuff like that again, Fujine. Well, it's all true though, so I can't really say anything. In the first place, becoming a hero is a goal that I'm still trying to realize even now.
わあ、すごい子供だったんですね、先輩。
Wow, you were a pretty amazing kid, weren't you, Senpai? I wonder... Looks like that's only being... No, it's not just affected by our decisions. I think Rin decided to warm up to us a bit from that encounter in the hallway. Anyway.
すごかったよ。年上の男の子にいじめられてる女の子がいたら助けに入ってくれたし、桐次さんが武将だったから家事だって一生懸命こなしてたし。
Yeah, he was something. He would jump in to help out girls being bullied by much older boys, and he gave his all around the house because Kiritsugu was too lazy to do housework.
ああ、あの頃は可愛くて純真だったのに、それがどうしてこんなひねくれた子になっちゃったんだろうな。
He was so cute and innocent back then. How did he end up such a twisted kid?
そりゃ藤姉がいたからだろう。ダメな大人を見てると子供はいろいろ考えるんだよ。悔しかったらちゃんと自分で飯作ってみろ。
Probably because I had you around. When kids see adults who are no good, they think about all sorts of things. If that bothers you, then why don't you try making your own food for a change? What? Ooh. Fujine collapses like she's been struck. Just when I think she's going to hang her head in apology, Shiro, take cover. Take cover now.
お姉ちゃんは悲しいよ。さくらちゃん、おかわり。
Oh, you make your big sis sad. Sakura-chan, one more. Fujine holds her bowl out for a third helping. Huh, that could have gone worse. As I relax after dinner, the clock shows just before 9 o'clock.
さて、何をしたもんか。
Well, what should I do now? There's still an hour until my nightly training. Right now, I'll... I don't want to take Sakura home. With how late it is, it might be better for us both if she just spent the night here. Could rest quietly, or could talk with Fujine. Let's see, if I rest quietly... Well, see, I'd like to smooth things a bit with Fujine, but I'm also thinking that could be chaotic. What about the guy's nightly training? And now I'm thinking, what if she goes home on her own? I'll hang out with Fujine. Maybe we can both talk Sakura into staying the night. Title drop. It might be fun to check on Fujine as some after-dinner exercise.
だな。さくらにつまんない話しやがって、好きあらば仕返ししてやる。
Yeah, and if there's an opportunity, I'll get her back for telling Sakura those stupid stories. I think diplomacy should be the goal at the moment, Shiro.
Nani? お風呂入ってたんじゃないの?
Weren't you taking a bath? I guess maybe they're supposed to be for dessert. Fujine is quietly peeling mandarin oranges. There are 2 oranges with their skins peeled like flowers laid out on the table. Just what kind of curse is it that she can't even peel an apple, but orange skins and only orange skins she can peel so artistically?
風呂は後にした。さっきの話でケチついたんで、風呂の前に文句言っとこうと思って。
I decided to have it later. I've got a bone to pick with you about what you said earlier, so before I took a bath, I figured I'd come give you a piece of my mind. Bro!
別にいいじゃん。もう昔のことなんだし、さくらちゃんも喜んでたし。それよりはい、今日のノルマ。チローは1日1個だからね。
It's fine, isn't it? It was ages ago, and it made Sakura-chan happy. More importantly, here you go, your quota for the day. You're supposed to eat 1 a day, right? Hey, okay. She casually tosses me an orange she scooped up from the box.
ってみかんぐらいで怪獣されないぞ。
Whoa! Hey, I'm not gonna let this go just because you threw an orange at me.
さくらだったからいいようなものの、学校であんな話するなよ。一世あたりが変な心配するから。
Telling Sakura about that stuff is one thing, but don't go talking about it at school. It'll make Issei and people worry about stuff. It'll make Issei and people worry about stuff they shouldn't be.
三辻さんは大笑いしそうだけどね。なんて言われなくても分かってるわよ。シローの子供の頃の話なんてさくらちゃん以外にはしないから。
Mitsuzuri-san would probably burst out laughing though, eh? Just kidding. I know that without you having to tell me. I won't tell anybody except Sakura-chan what you were like when you were a kid.
だからさくらにもするなって言ってるの。あんなつまんない話されたらさくらだっていい迷惑だろ。もうないと思うけど今度やったら怒るからな。
I'm saying, don't tell Sakura about it either. She doesn't want to hear about dumb stuff like that either, right? I'm sure you won't, but if you do it again, I'll be angry, okay? I glare at Fujine to let her know I'm really serious.
ほほーなんだそっかそういうわけつまりシロはそうなのよ
Oh boy, we got Neko Fujine. Haha! Oh, I see. So that's how it is. And yet, a satisfied smirk lights up Fujine's face.
なんかこうカチンときたかも。何納得してんだよ、バカトラ。
Remember that takeover stuff I was talking about earlier? I think I might be a little offended. What exactly just clicked for you, you stupid tiger? With a humph, I glare at Fujine's stupid face.
トラでもいいよーだ要するにあれでしょシロはさくらちゃんに知られるのが嫌だったのよ
I don't care if you call me a tiger, and you should count yourself lucky for that. In other words, it's that, isn't it? You didn't want Sakura-chan to know about it.
他の人に正義の味方になりたいなんて知られても気にしないけどさくらちゃんに知られるのは恥ずかしかったわけね
You don't care if other people find out you want to be a hero, but you're embarrassed that Sakura-chan in particular found out about it, right? Well, I don't think that's it.
そういうことならどんどん話しちゃうから
Yeah, in that case, I'll keep telling her more and more.
そっかシロもようやくさくらちゃんを意識しだしたか
I see, you finally started noticing Sakura-chan too.
教師としてちょっと心配だけど保護者としてはちょっと安心したかなけどお姉ちゃんはちょっと寂しいかな
As your teacher, I'm a little bit worried, but as your guardian, I think I might be a little relieved. But I wonder, as your big sis, I might be a little sad. Saying that with some kind of deep feeling, she pops an entire orange into her mouth. Fujine can eat things the size of her fist in a single bite. I guess that might be a relatively attractive trait out on the savannah, but I don't think an adult woman really needs such wild charms. I think you should focus on those wild charms at the moment. Just right at this moment.
あれ先輩お風呂入ってたんじゃないんですか
Huh, senpai, weren't you in the bath? Then, having finished up the dishes, Sakura comes into the living room.
藤根に話があってちょっと後回し。さくら、みかん食べるか？
Ah, yeah, I put it off because I had something I wanted to talk to Fujine about. You want an orange, Sakura? I reach my hand out to the mass of oranges packed into the box. It's an unexpected development, but the three of us having an after-dinner snack doesn't sound so bad.
それならさっき藤村先生にいただきました私用に取っておいてくれたおみかんで美味しかったです
Ah, Fujimura-sensei gave me one earlier. She picked it out especially for me, so it was really delicious.
さくらちゃんは生の果物はダメだからね
Sakura-chan doesn't eat raw fruits after all.
調理したやつかアイスみたいに冷やしてないと食べてくれないのだでさくらちゃんそろそろ時間
If they're not cooked or chilled, like an ice cream or something, she won't eat them. Oh, Sakura-chan, isn't it about time?
はい後片付けも済みましたから今日はもう帰ります
Yes, I finished cleaning up too, so I'm going to head home for today.
そっかじゃあ私もおいとまするわさくらちゃん行こう最近は物騒だから近くまで送って行ってあげる
I see. Well then, I guess I'll get going too. Let's go, Sakura-chan. It's been dangerous lately, so I'll bring you close to home at least. Fujine seizes her mass consumption of the oranges and gallantly stands up. Standing there, she almost looks like a responsible adult.
いいんですか先生
Is that all right, Sensei?
当然でしょう。さくらちゃんもシロウも私が預かってるんだから、ちゃんと家まで送り届けないと。シロウもそれでいいでしょ。私たちが帰ったらちゃんと戸締まりして寝るのよ。
Of course it is. I'm trusted to look after you and Shiro, so I've got to make sure I bring you home. You're fine with that too, right, Shiro? Once we've left, make sure you lock the gate and go to bed, alright?
了解。藤姉なら痴漢が出ようが熊が出ようが安心だ。
You got it. If you're with her, I don't have to worry whether it's a pervert or a bear that pops out.
そうでもないわよ。さすがにクマは無理でしょ。うん、無理だからここまで逃げ帰ってくるね。そしたら二人でやっつけて、明日はクマ鍋かな。
Oh, that's not true. I'm sure I couldn't fight a bear. Yeah, there's no way, so I'd run all the way back here. And then we could take it out together and have bear stew tomorrow. Fujine smiles confidently. Yeah. Fujine usually does as she likes and gets the people around her caught up in all kinds of mischief, but as a teacher she's so overflowing with responsibility that you can't help but admire her. Yeah, no kidding. Too bad she doesn't have magic, because if she did, then if she does have magic, then where's her route? I think I'll go a little bit longer so that I don't end on someone talking. Well, shall we get going, Sakura-chan? So that I don't begin on someone talking next episode. Well, shall we get going, Sakura-chan? See you tomorrow, Shiro.
はい。それじゃあおやすみなさい、先輩。
Yes, sleep well, senpai. Yeah. The two of them leave the house. I see them off as far as the front door and finish locking up like Fujine told me to. Okay, this looks like a better place to call it quits. Before I do, though, one last thing. Just a bit curious. I thought that... I was wondering if Fujine's picture here might have changed. Anyway. That's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and see you next time.